All right, what's up, guys? Jackson Abe here today, and today we're going to talk about why your kids need strength and conditioning. Strength and conditioning is extremely important, especially if we can get our kids started doing it at a younger age. Not entirely for the reasons that we think, the reasons for on the board, basically. So we're going to dive into those real quick, and this is going to be a really short video. It's not going to be too in-depth or anything like that, but I think strength and conditioning is extremely important for kids, especially, like I said, if we can start them out at a much younger age than other kids. It gives them a little bit of an advantage in other areas that we're going to talk about. And nonetheless, it's extremely important. I think a lot more kids need to be more active nowadays, especially with how much technology is around. And strength and conditioning can kind of fill in that gap, if your kid is not in a season playing a sport or anything like that. And even if they are, it's still a good substitute to keep them active, to keep them moving, and to keep their brains engaged in something. The 5 reasons why I picked why your kid needs strength and conditioning that stand out to me the most is basically it's going to build their confidence and it's going to build their body awareness at a much younger age. I run into a lot of kids that are in 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th grade that still struggle to do a push-up, a single push-up. That's kind of a problem, and it shouldn't be a problem. If you look back on videos from the 60s, 70s, and 80s of kids in gym classes, these dudes were doing, and girls were doing pull-ups, dips, push-ups. They were running, they were squatting, they were moving their bodies. They all looked good. They were all in shape. And I know those are select videos that, make it on the internet. I know not every person was like that, but nonetheless, I feel like we've gotten away from just basic principles of activity and movement in our day-to-day lives that are really hindering our kids. So another reason why is because it's building a foundation for them to hopefully succeed, further down the line in their athletics. I know a lot of parents and a lot of kids care a lot about, how their kid's going to perform on the athletic event that they choose. And starting them out with strength conditioning at a younger age can help set them up for their future athletic endeavors and stuff like that. Another benefit of strength conditioning, or just getting them involved in some strength training activities, is good coaches will help them learn how to set goals at a young age and teach them how the goal setting process works. Setting a goal, okay, what are things that we can do to achieve this goal? Teaching our kids how to do that at a much younger age is vitally important to their growth and their development, and I think is extremely important, and also something that just comes with the nature of strength training. Another good one, it kind of ties into that, is it just helps them build good habits. If you have a good trainer around them that's teaching them, hey, to eat good foods, to sleep, to hydrate, to make sure you're doing the right things, helping your parents out, around the house, doing chores, stuff like that. Helping these kids build good habits can only set them up for future success down the line, especially when they do graduate high school and they are off on their own. And lastly, I believe most gyms have this at heart. I could be wrong because I've only, been around a handful of gyms, but I feel like most gyms are going to have a learning and a growth style type environment, for these kids. You're gonna learn a lot. The coaches are gonna teach, especially the good ones. They're gonna make sure that their kids are actually understanding the why of what they are doing, not overcomplicating things, and helping the kids understand so they can grow their mindset as well in the gym. So these are 5 great reasons why your kid needs to be involved in some form of strength and conditioning, especially at a younger age. And like I said, a lot of these reasons aren't for the reasons that we think. These just kind of help set them up once they get to the high school level or the collegiate level. And even then, these are all pretty sound principles that they can take with them as they move on in life, that they can then pass down to their kids. So these things are vitally important to me, things that I wanted to share with you guys. And so if you do have kids, I don't, but I'm around a lot of kids, and so I see the need for strength conditioning and strength training for kids these days. So thank you guys for watching. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys that are checking this stuff out. Try to keep the ball rolling, and I just appreciate all the support. So thank you guys. Be great.